Greetings and welcome to the Top Bio Stadium right here at Singapore. You're watching the Southeast Asian Women's Basketball League. You're joining Ming here on the mic, as well as my co-commentator. And sitting right next to me, my good friend and knowledgeable guy, really involved in the Southeast Asian women's basketball scene, Mr. Brian Yee.
Hey, it's really nice to be back right here at the final day of this pre-SEA Games tune-up season of the SWPL 2023. Doesn't matter what games we're going to play, but it's always a great thing to see. 100%. Platform for players, women's or men, especially in the youth age, to be able to showcase their brand of basketball in representing their nation to show off to the world what they can do.
Yeah, exactly. It's great to see basketball coming back. Happening again in the Southeast Asian region, you know, because of the COVID season. It's been really slow for the past 2-3 years. But it's coming back now. The ASEAN Basketball League going on, the East Asia Super League going on at the same time as well with these with the SEA Women Basketball League here. And you're going to be watching a game between the Harimau Malaysia team as well as the Thailand Snipers today on the final day of the SEA Women's Basketball League.
Now, as we remember yesterday, the Malaysia team played all the way to the end of the quarter, keeping the score as close as possible. Final score was 58-52. A little short fallen off there to secure that W for them. However, Indonesia Elite escaped with that one, firing red hot from the fourth quarter. That's the story of yesterday. But this Snipers Thailand team, undefeated so far. They have 2 wins under their belt already, looking to extend it to their 3rd win here, facing the Tigers from Malaysia. So this is going to be a very interesting match to pan out to see how Malaysia is going to make the adjustment versus the Siamese Snipers.
Yeah, 100%, man. And you know, you can see the players, the Harimau Malaysia players on the floor right now, working on their defensive side of the floor, you know, working on their closeouts, because this Thailand Sniper team is a really dangerous team. They have the nickname the Snipers. They work for second buckets. They work for second, third chances. And they if you give them a second or third chance, they just take advantage fully.
It's very interesting that you brought up the defense of the Harimau Malaysia team. This year, they definitely put out a much different image compared to last season, only having 1 win, hoping to do a little bit better compared to last season to secure their 2nd win here. Yesterday's game, when they play against the Indonesia Elite, they forced a total of 22 turnovers for the Indonesian side, and also coming up with a total of 10 steals for the entire team of Harimau Malaysia. So hopefully they can continue this defensive effort facing this Thailand team that's playing their 2nd season as well. Yes, last year they managed to go all the way to the finals, facing the Indonesia Elite team. This year, a little bit uncontested right now.
really uncontested.
Trying to go into win number 3, untouchable. Big win yesterday, 80-26 against the home team Singapore Lions. A total percentage shooting from the field 43%, and not too well on the 3-point land. That has been the story of the entire season.
Yep.
This time, teams are not shooting really well from downtown. Just 21% last night against the Singapore Lions.
Exactly, and Coach shooting has been a team here, as well as the traveling violations, and that might be due to the weather we are having in Singapore at the moment. It's been raining all 3 days that I've been here.
Yes.
So, maybe some of the African countries should bring me over, Maybe I bring the rain. I bring the rain to wherever it is.
We need some dryness. But however, if it's wet in the arena, it's always good because it means the Splash Sisters is in the house. But right now, all our focus will be on this 2 team that's about to take center court. And I'll pass it back to Ming as we gear ourselves up in a little less than 3 minutes before tip-off. This is exciting.
Yeah, the crowd is filling in right now. And I just want to touch a little bit, Brian, on, you mentioned the improvements of the Harimau Malaysia, and that's, credit. A lot of credit has to go to the head coach, Miss Tracy York. She's coming from Australia. She was a head coach of an NBL team over there. And, she's put these girls through hell in training. She's trained them, she's drilled them to actually concentrate on the defensive side of the game first. And now we're seeing this bear fruit a little bit in this C Women's Basketball League here.
Well, as for the Thailand Snipers team, head coach Komanchanok Rudrokic is a familiar face from the team in Thailand. She has been into numerous national games, has been on the national team coaching staff for a number of times as well. Looking very, very calm and composed today on the bench, just going to the drawing board, trying to start this game off on the right note. The first game on the first day, they started off a little bit slow against the Indonesia team. They were down by 9 in the first quarter, but after that, they put it right behind the windshield. It was all full metal to the pedal for the Thailand team to secure that win to kickstart their season. So they're going to try and hopefully do a much better start in the first quarter against this Malaysia team.
Yeah, and you can't forget about the assistant coaches as well. For Thailand Snipers, they've brought in a Filipino assistant coach here, Federico Pangan Samson, or as they call him, Hodlik, Coach Hodlik, as well as Nalutmun Manmu, or as a short form we call her Pick. Coach Pick for the Thailand Snipers. And for the Harimau Malaysia, 3 local coaches to help out Coach Tracy York. Alvin Kwong, assistant coach Chan Isha, who's an up-and-coming, really promising coach in the Malaysian basketball scene, as well as Coach Adrian Wong, who has coached with the KL Dragons in the ASEAN Basketball League before this.
Nice. Both teams will remain at the benches as the MC from the center court is about to announce the players lineup for both teams that were about to take their place on the court. So we're going to hand over to you, the courtside announcer of the SWBL 2023.
First up, the team on my left from Harimau Malaysia. Let's welcome the jersey number 0, Bon Iwan. Number 1, Francis Ye. 2, Lan Ying Ye. 3, Chen Man Yi. 4, Pi Hei Li. 6, Zhou Wei Yi. 8, Hui Hong Yi. 9, Evan Lo. 12, Kalai
As we can see right here, the starting lineups of Harimau Malaysia getting onto the court. Now Chong Yin Yin, Yap Fong Yi, Kiki, Kalai, and Magdalene Lau will start the game here for Harimau Malaysia. No surprises there. Harimau Malaysia are going with a really strong lineup, Brian.
And And now focus on back to the Thailand Snipers as they take the court with the first player coming off the lineup, Ampawa Tuamon. Definitely a familiar face. And Ning yesterday had a big game as well, doing all she can do on the defensive end for Thailand Snipers. Lundapang, familiar face, very popular amongst the Indonesian fan base. Ratiakon Udomsuk, the dagger for yesterday, back-to-back three-pointers in the fourth quarter to secure the win.
And veterans of the team, Sapira Klanbut, as well as Tidapor Maihom, coming back from injury, had sort of a breakout game yesterday against the Singapore Lions.
She's starting to get comfortable now, so it's a very dangerous sight for Malaysia team today.
And we would like to invite everyone at home as well to stand up in respect to the national anthems of both teams. It will be the Harimau Malaysia's national anthem first, Negaraku.
And now, national anthem of Malaysia.
And would you guys please remain standing here? The Thailand national anthem is coming on.
That's the both national anthem that's been sung on the court in respect and show of sportsmanship before we start off the game. So we're going to introduce you the referees for this match that will take place, lead by the head referee from Singapore, FIBA referee Neo Kai Chong, followed by his officer number 1, FIBA referee Ong Jin Leong, and also from Indonesia, FIBA referee Ms. Via Dia Romana.
Yeah, you know, as always, an international cast of referees right here at the Southeast Asian Women's Basketball League. And these girls have great game coming up ahead of them. The Harimau Malaysia versus the Thailand Snipers. Just 2 minutes to go as the teams have their final warm-ups here. You can see head coach of the Thailand Snipers, Kamachanok Ludlugit, talking to her team in the huddle there, looking to make the final preparations. What do you think they're talking in that huddle right there?
This is the thing that I'm going to try and figure out. You know, the starting 5 that's going to be fielded by the Thailand snipers here is going to be interesting because Malaysia is definitely going to field their strongest player. Now, do note, although they have 2 wins, but Malaysia still is able to deal the unthinkable, to try and throw the game up a little bit. If Thailand misses, then it's all down to the game of math, the calculation of a total of plus minus between teams to determine who will be the actual champion of this season. So Malaysia is gonna look to field their starting 5 real soon, as you will see on the live stream very shortly. And then we will introduce you one player at a time and giving you more in-depth of their statistic. As you can see, starting 5 for the Malaysia Harimau team at the guard position, So Wei Yin and Chong Ying Yin, definitely something that is not unfamiliar at the forward. Foot Xue Ying and Yap Fok Yi at the forward, not shooting guard this time. And at the center is Kalaimati Rajitira.
Yeah, you know, a very strong starting lineup there. No surprises for Harimau Malaysia as they put out their strongest 5 here, looking to contest. Like you said earlier, the Harimau Malaysia team actually has a chance to beat the Thailand Snipers today. If they do beat the Thailand Snipers, I do believe it's by 13 points. They might be the winner of the Southeast Asia Women Basketball League. But you can see the Thailand Snipers here, the starting 5, Ampawa Tuamon, as well as Sasipon Wongtapa will be starting at the guard spots. Supira Klanbud and Titapon Maihom, a very dangerous duo at the forward spots, as well as my favorite player for the sniper side of the team, Tan Chanok Lamdapang.
Hey, big games from 4 players. You got 4 players in double-digit scoring yesterday. You know, Waruni Kiratsa, that's Ning in short, and then Sri Raksa has 10 points as well. And then 10 points for Sasiporn, you know, coming out strong in the first quarter. She got a lot of steals. And then 12 points for Ratiakon Udongsu coming off the bench. And none other than the player of the game yesterday in Tedapon Mayon with 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. Now, not just that, she also shot a staggering 75% shooting from the entire field for her team last night. So that's going to be a major bullseye for the Malaysia team to try and stop her from scoring at will.
Yeah, that's making 3 out of 4 shots. I don't think I can make 3 out of 40.
Oh, and that's not all. She shot 50% from downtown as well, knocking down 2 out of 4.
Oh, man. That's a dangerous player. But so, one of the players that is my favorite, or quickly becoming a contention for the favorite, along with Tan Chanong, is Sasipon Wongtapa. She has the handle, she has the agility, that quick first step, and most importantly, the game IQ to control the game at the guard spot. But the game tips off right here. Thailand Snipers will be the first to win the tip and win.
And just like that, started off 2 points. Sasipon with the first bucket, so that's getting her name onto the scoreboard.
Yeah, and Thailand Sniper here looking to attack the Harimau Malaysia. Harimau Malaysia, Nikki Saw struggling to convert there at the basket, but she will get the foul call right here. And 2 chances at the line. Nikki Saw, first free throw, good. Second free throw to come, no good there. Tan Chanok Lamdapang couldn't get that rebound.
So out of bounds play will come into favor of the Harimau Malaysia here.
Yeah, Lamdapang unable to secure that board. And ball to Chong Yin Yin. Chong Yin Yin had a great game yesterday.
Indeed, you know, big numbers as well. 14 points finishing off for Malaysia as a 3-pointer being made there by Yap Fok Yi.
Yeah, Yap Fok Yi has not had a great 2 games so far, but stepping it up here, she knows that she has to be at her best to win against the Sniper Thailand team, who's on the offense right now. Lamdapang from the corner, no good. Second chance opportunity for Thailand. And great defense by Malaysia.
Now, Klambut is very dangerous on the defensive department. You know, she's known to hustle and also, of course, always being in the right position to seal off the defender. She can even get a rebound without even jumping.
Wow. That sounds a little bit like me there. Thitapon My Home driving to the basket, traveled right there as a great defense by Kalaimati Rajantiran.
That is a call that we're very familiar with in this season. You know, the traveling call is just a little bit more of an adjustment that all the teams needed to adjust themselves going into the new style, the new rules of the FIBA.
Exactly. The referees are calling it close here, and the girls are just having a little bit of a taste of what refereeing will be like in the SEA Games starting in May. Yin Yin looking to penetrate, gets the ball stripped. It will go Thailand Snipers' way.
That is wonderful pressure defense there by Lumdapang, you know, not going for the steal, not getting herself into foul trouble, and just really pressuring the dribbler, and she just dribbled off her feet and back to their court.
Exactly, and Brian, here's the curious thing here. Tanchanok Lamdakpang knocking down the tree. That was not the interesting I was planning to talk about. But Thailand Snipers, Tanchanok, extending her range on that one there. Bobo looking to answer. Looked good coming off her hands.
My Home picking up her first defensive rebound. You know, coming off from a 6 rebound total in yesterday's game.
Klanbud bullying Chong Yin Yin. Will pass it out. My Home for deep. Good. 3-pointer is down.
Opens up the scoreboard for herself. Jersey number 91. You got to keep your eyes on that number 91. You're going to see it come up a lot of times.
Yeah, it will. And the Harimau Malaysia will commit that turnover right there. And here's the interesting thing that I noticed, Brian. Harimau Malaysia typically starts off with a high press, and instead it's the Thailand Snipers team that is doing that high press and forcing Harimau Malaysia to get past it.
I think the strategy is trying to keep the ball away from the hands of Kalaimati. You know, she's a very big presence down the low block. She can play the low, she can play the high post as well. So just limiting the touches for Kalaimati would be the main strategy here with Thailand playing up front.
Yeah, another long rebound sets off the Harimau Malaysian team in transition. And Fuki Ki gets the 2.
Now, if they can keep this momentum going, Harimau Malaysia will be able to kind of put a run for the money for the Thailand team here.
Tanchanok Lamdapang hit that 3 earlier, couldn't get that one to go. Kiki will bring the ball up here for Harimau Malaysia. They finally get the ball to Kalai in the low post. She can either score or pass from the low post, but will travel right there. What's the statistics that we mentioned yesterday on the traveling violations again, Brian?
Hey, when you see 22 turnovers under your name in yesterday's game, I think 60% from there is coming all from the traveling violation call.
Oh yeah, and I know the coaches are just losing sleep at night because of all these traveling violations. But Sniper Thailand, Sasiporn driving her way to the basket, almost with the N1 there, but will go to the line for 2 free throws.
So hit referee from Indonesia signaling out the number with the foul being penalized on So Wei Yin, picking up her first personal foul.
Great call there. Sasiporn Wongtapa at the line. Fairly good shooter. Misses the first one though.
Sasipon Wongtapa was perfect from the free throw line yesterday, finishing with 10 points and 2 steals for her team.
It's an impactful performance there, albeit against the worst team in the league so far. And great box out there by the Harimau Malaysian team to get that defensive board. Nikki Saw gets a hard screen from Kalai there. Hands it off to Kiki. Yin Yin wants a screen. Left-handed driver there, finds a cutter, open shooter, Bobo, no good. Will get the second chance though.
Ball is tipped, so no backcourt violation. That's a smart play.
Yin Yin was hot last night, struggling to get that shooting touch to go today. My Home gets tied up.
That is a very good foul. You know, you have My Home coming at you full head of steam. You understand that she can finish in traffic. Foki, you can see just holding on with dear life onto the hands of My Home, not letting her to go into the shooting motion. As you can see, that's a great foul to put the ball right out of bounds with the inbound play.
Yeah, it was a great foul as well because Harimau Malaysia were playing 5-on-4 there with Nikki Saw lagging behind. My Hom to the rim, reverses, no good. Kiki to Kalai. Kalai, handoff. Sinjie should have driven. Bobo knocks down the bank shot.
So the tied score with 8 here. Thailand trying to make something happen on this offense.
And Malaysia trying their best to stop them. Thailand snipers will call for a play here. Too easy for Tan Chanok Lamdapang.
Now that's the national team connect right there with My Home at the top. You know, just throwing a little bit high pass right there with the mismatch. Lundapang finishes off with ease.
Lamdapang tried to steal the ball there. Sinjie with the three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Yin Yin tries to find her teammate again. Ball is tapped off the feet of Kalai.
Ampawa read that pass well. You know, she was the top steals in last season. Not only the top steal, the top scorer as well for her team. But this year, you know, she don't have to really put up 20 points every single game because of all the firepower that they have this season. Is definitely a luxury of the head coach of Kuman Chanok has coming into this season for her to have this range of rotation for our players.
Yeah, Sniper Thailand are one of the deepest teams in the C Women Basketball League here. Klanbut dishes. Still no good for Tan Chanok. And the hustle of Thailand Snipers are suffocating the Harimau Malaysia team so far. Pass there to the wing. Gets a screen. And fires it to Amon. Airballs that. A great defensive possession by Harimau Malaysia.
Everything still looks good for Snipers Thailand. You know, that's the first shot for Ampawa Tuamon. Unfortunately, did not hit anything at all. But, however, Klanbut with just a little less than 6 minutes in play in the first quarter already has 5 rebounds and 3 coming in from the offensive end.
A hand check foul called right there. That will go on Kit Laksa, number 13 of the Thailand Snipers, who just checked into the game. Harimau Malaysia performing well. Competing basket for basket here. Kalai momentarily left open there, but Harimau Malaysia gets the ball to Tan Sinjie. Pei Ling looking to drive, finds a cutter, and Chia Man Yi couldn't finish the N1 play.
That was a good idea to find that cutter right there, as you mentioned, coming in off the baseline. You know, the first pass did not find the hands of Kalai, although she's open. It has to voice down to the size of the Snipers Thailand in denying the entry pass that is actually affecting the way how the Malaysia team is passing.
Chia Man Yi had sort of a breakout game yesterday. You know, she had that final, I remember the final bucket against the Indonesian team to try to bring the Harimau Malaysia back into it.
She was perfect from the field, 4 of 4 yesterday, finishing off with 9 points. She actually did not try any shot from downtown, but she's actually a pretty decent three-point shooter.
She is. In Malaysia's competition, she is known as a 3-and-D player. Therefore, we're a bit surprised here, but not quite so, as the teams all struggle to shoot from deep in this one here in Singapore.
Now, we hear you mention a pretty numerous time as the traveling violation is being called right there. For the audience at home, you know, for you guys that's just joined us here, you know, you might be new to the game or sport of basketball. It's not too late for you to pick up this sport. So explain a little bit on what is a 3-and-D player.
A 3-and-D player is a player that focuses on the defensive side of the game as well as can make the three-pointer from range.
So for you guys at home, maybe it's time for you to practice a three-point range. And a beautiful move there by Fukiki.
And Harimau Malaysia with the high press now. Sniper Thailand will get the ball there to their guard. Prajap Sok with the mid-range jumper.
Coming in right off the bench and straight to work. Her engine is hot indeed, so she definitely did well in the warm-up. She was serious, and here comes Buapam.
Stopped her dribble too early there, Pimchasita. Looking for Prajapsuk in the post. Pei-Ling can defend the post there. And a great aggressive defense by the Harimau Malaysia team, but Pimchosita with the tree.
Hey, this is a familiar zone here for Kat. You know, she can dribble the ball, so when you stop her from driving, she can shoot the ball as well. How do you defend someone that fast and that good in finishing the basket?
I don't know, but they're going to try to stop her. Pimchosita, guarded by Tan Sin Jie here. We'll find Buapa, who's not afraid to fire. Can't get it to go there. Tan Chanok, still no good on the second attempt.
That's the 7th offensive rebound already allowed by the Harimau Malaysia team. They need to do a much better job in securing those defensive rebounds and cut down the second chance points.
Kalai throws it away there, not on the same page as Chia Man Yi.
The body language of the Harimau Malaysia team here is a little bit worrying. Well, they still have a lot of time, you know, before the halftime break. It's only just the first quarter. So they got to play with a little bit more fire. You can see Saw Wei Yin is trying to motivate the players as well, as we see new faces coming onto the floor for the Tigers.
And the Harimau Malaysia team, I love their urgency today. They have played with fire. They know that they got to win this game here to give them a chance at the win. Iwan, a young player from Malaysia, manages to stop Prajapsuk there. And the ball tipped to Prajapsuk herself. Foul is called right there.
That is the red flag for this game thus far. Offensive rebound, number 6 thus far.
But you know this coming into the game. You know this. I'm sure they've prepared for this. You know, the Singapore team prepared. You know, they boxed out their rebounders, the Thailand's rebounders well. And I know that the Harimau Malaysia team will have worked on this. But when you're in the game, it's just so hard to keep a body on every single player that's crashing the boards for Thailand snipers.
I believe this game is going to be a lot of replay being shown when they head back to Malaysia during their practice session. You can see down on that play how they allowed the offensive rebound is when you have 3 person boxing out the same person. What about the other one that got into her hand and she put herself to the line with that second attempt?
Exactly. So 1 of 2 there for the line for Prajapsuk. Iwan trapped. Nikki to Kiki, left open, puts it up, no good. Malaysia has a second chance. Kiki at the 3-point line will fire. No good. Harimau Malaysia taking a book out of Thailand's book.
This is the X factor from Malaysia team. You know, Pei-Ling, very I would say, wouldn't say very outstanding player,
no.
But when she's on the floor, her efficiency always skyrockets. She does all the things that nobody likes to do.
Yeah.
Rebound, hustle, try to go for a steal, doing all the right plays for the team. So it's just great to have Pei-Ling to play on your team.
Exactly. But Yap Fok Yi with the shot here, feeling it here, will get it. Bank shot, still no good. So Harimau Malaysia doing well on the offensive boards as well. But Sniper Thailand here, they come again. Pimchosita setting up a play. Will get it to Sri Alaksa. Oh, almost tripped there. Double teamed. And Harimau Malaysia forces the turnover. Oh, full court pass there. Touchdown. Iwan puts it on the floor. Avoids that traveling violation. Have 11 seconds to work. Nikki gets a screen from Iwan. Magdalene. Step back jumper. Good there from Magdalene Lau.
That's the first bucket for her in this game. You know, last game she did not have a very good shooting game, so hopefully to try and do better against this Thailand team today.
Not picked up there. Thailand sniper player air balls it though. Bobo pushing the pace, will fire, has to fire, but the time runs out there as 14-16 will be the final score for the first quarter. It's been a close game so far and we're hoping for more of this.
Now you can see the crowd pouring into Toa Payoh Stadium. Although it's a rainy day once again, 3 days in a row, but this is not stopping the crowd at all. So you can see the highlight brought to you by Mandiri Bank. Just wonderful shot there by Fu Xueying, but Thailand just too much on the offensive side.
We'll go for ad break shortly and come back in a little bit. And we're back here at the Toa Payoh Stadium. You're watching the Southeast Asian Women's Basketball League and watching head coach Tracy York. They're firing her players up. 14-16 is the score at the end of the first quarter of play. Harimau Malaysia perhaps with a surprise energy or surprise urgency here against the Sniper Thailand team, Brian.
We'd like to give a big thanks to the statistics team that just laid in the stat sheet onto our lap here at the commentary table. You can see on the turnover department 5-7. So both teams are pretty equal in that department, so it's not too bad. But second chance points, 3 points for Harimau Malaysia and Snipers with 4. Now, although it might seem very little, but at crunch time, when the clock is less than 10 seconds to go, every point counts. Even your missed free throw, it could be the one to cost you a W or an L, you know, heading to in this one of the most important games for the Malaysia side. Last season, they only had 1 win. They're going to try and make a 2 under their belt in this season to show that they actually have an improvement with through all those preparations that they did for the past 2 years.
Brian, you know, in the first quarter, Harimau Malaysia out-rebounding the Sniper Thailand team 13-9. So preparations made on the rebounding side of the game for Harimau Malaysia today. As we resume the action here, Bobo with the step back. Airballs that one. Pimchosita looking for the touchdown pass there. We will opt to go for the short one. And they're setting something up here, the Thailand Sniper, a cross-court pass. And Sasiporn, 3-pointer is good.
Wow, I'm just really shocked that it went in because she looked like she was a little off balance with a fade there with the shot. And it was nothing but the bottom of the net. That was precise.
And look at that there on the left corner of your screen. The mismatch of Magdalene Low on Sasiporn Wongtapa. But Kalai will fire and miss. 3-on-2 break here. Tuamon finds the open shooter. Tuamon left wide open. But airballs, nothing good there. Magdalene Low pushing the break. Nice pass. Up fake. Oh, no good. Second chance point. Kalai. Still no good. Magdalene with the strip. Gets it stripped away herself. Harimau Malaysia active on the boards, but can't finish near the rim. Pimchosita over to Tuamon. Gets a screen on the wing. Bounce pass inside. Extra pass there. And Lamda Pang. No finish. As it will go Malaysia's way. Great defense there by Malaysia.
A lot of contact on that play, but no foul call, and a timeout is being called here by Tracy York. A little adjustment that they want to do on the defensive end. They are very lucky to escape that scoreless play right before this timeout. Lunda Pang with a hand, tried to go for a shot, got her own offensive rebound. Just went out of bounds with that tip by
Yap Fok Yi.
Yap Fok Yi.
Yep.
Fu Xueying and Yap Fok Yi. They are pretty close with the names. Getting me a tongue twister right there.
Definitely a tongue twister there, those two names. But I love what I'm seeing out of the Harimau Malaysia team. You know, they're playing with so much urgency. They're challenging the Thailand Snipers. What would have been like the best team in the league. You know, what we had assumed coming into this one. You know, the firepower they have off the bench. We assumed that they will be the best team in the league. But Harimau Malaysia is matching them almost basket to basket.
Now, could you imagine that if they have this energy right from the start of the game. In yesterday's game against Indonesia Elite, I think the score is going to be a way much different result at the end of the buzzer.
Oh yeah, you know, consistency has always been a thing that the Harimau Malaysia team needs to work. You know, they had this spurt of energy in the second and third quarters that allowed them to get back the lead in the fourth quarter. But, you know, struggled again in that final quarter there, falling to the Indonesia Elite.
Now, do you know that although we have 8 more minutes to go, we are yet to see some of the key players that's very strong on the bench. You know, Udom Suk not in yet. Jirawan is not in yet as well. Ning is still not on the floor as well. So it's going to be interesting to see the second half.
Ball tip there as a great defense there. Great anticipation by Tan Chanok. Yin Yin defending Pimchosita. Pimchosita goes back to Prajap Suk. Shot was straight. Fukiki will push the break now. Wary of getting double teamed there. And a blocking foul called on the floor as Fukiki will earn Harimau Malaysia a sideline inbounds.
Now we have the luxury to see this in slow-mo. She was just struggling to keep herself on balance down that play. You know, 2 players trying ready to trap her with all that pressure. Nobody's sounding off to try and be her supporting partner on the side, so she has nowhere to go.
Power move there by Nikki Saw Yin with the pound dribble.
So Wei-Yin coming back from injury as well, so this is going to be a tune-up game for her to get herself back into competition shape.
Look at this. Harimau Malaysia going into a zone defense, trying a reverse layup, but that's no go against Kalai.
Now we know what a zone defense has done to the Snipers Thailand team. They're so smart. They're always able to break a zone defense team like Indonesia on the first day. So let's see how they adjust to this adjustment being made by Tracy York.
Yeah, Nikki Saw tries to find Kalai. Kalai gets back the loose ball. Firing the jumper is good from short range.
Kalai Mati yesterday had a pretty decent game as well. 4 points, but you know, she had 13 rebounds and 11 from the defensive end.
Yeah, was the player of the match in the first game against the Singapore Lions. Another 3 here for Sasiporn. Goes down.
Man, that's the quote of the day. Hand down, man down for Sasiporn. If you step up, she's going to drive with that 1 dribble lay-in. If you don't step up, she's going to knock down shots like that.
Oh, yeah. Handoff action there and a hand check violation or hand checking foul there for Sniper Thailand.
Instant replay here brought to you by Mandiri. You can see handoff beautifully done there by Sol Wei-Yin. Very good job in protecting the ball there by Ying Ying. Yeah. Draws the foul. You know, if you put a team in foul trouble, that's going to be free throws coming your way. That's easy bucket.
Yeah, could have easily been an N1 right there as well. But the referee called the whistle early and called it on the floor, so it will be a sideline out of bounds. Yin Yin looks for Kalai, gets the ball tapped out of bounds. Great defense from the Sniper team.
Lundapang, one of the highest IQ basketball player I've seen thus far in this entire season. Noticing that Kalai is trying to corral and control that ball with just one hand, just flick it out of bounds to reset the defense.
Not often do you see Tan Chanok outsized by a player right there. Offensive foul called as Chong Yin Yin knocks down the 3-pointer. So the bucket will not count and the foul goes on Kalai.
Now it's important to not meddle on that foul and move on to the next play. Kick the hit in the game because this is a close game here. Every shot will count. Now, Kalai have to be a little bit more careful with those screens right there. Yesterday, she had 2 offensive foul being called under her belt as well due to the positioning of her screen. You know, a little nudge off the back right there is definitely something that the referee will not miss, being them in the FIBA level referee.
Exactly. That's a veteran move you see at the grassroots level. You know, every day you get that bruising screen, but not at the FIBA level. Harimau Malaysia struggling to defend this Thailand team. They're running shooters off the line. And does get the defensive rebound, but the ball rolls out of a Malaysian player.
Wow, how does the referee even see that? Look at that. You have the luxury of seeing this in slow-mo. You would not have guessed who is having the last touch there.
No
but
way.
however, the referee caught it and pointed to the way to the snipers.
Well, that's why they're FIBA level referees, and we're sitting here in the commentator's booth. So Sniper Thailand's back on offense. Udom Suk now checks into the game. And struggling to fire off a shot there. And Ning. Oh, great defense again by the Malaysian team.
Just understanding that shot clock is running down and just be big and hands up to force a very difficult shot there by Ning for her first attempt coming off the bench for Thailand.
Kalai finds her point guard there. Sinjie will call for a play here. Orchestrates the offense. Bounce pass. Off. Yin Yin trying to defend here. Klanbut will finish on the break.
That was a fundamentally sound outlet pass, and here comes Malaysia on the run. No good for Sinjie this time. It's just those outlet passes, you know, just trying to push the ball up the court, not allowing Malaysia to even set up the half-court trap.
Exactly. And Malaysia trying to do the same as well. Chia Man Yi to Tan Chanok. Sinjie thought she got a clean strip there on Tan Chanok.
I think Tracy York is going to be happy with this foul here. You know, you got the hands in Lundapang hands. You know, she's in her zone. She's very comfortable in that position. A very high percentage shot. You know, just sacrificing one foul to stop that and put her on the line to try and hope that she missed one out of her 2 free throws.
Exactly.
Yesterday, she finished off perfect from the line. So if you're a Thailand sniper coach, you're going to hope that she continues the streak.
Especially with the interior mismatch there. Tan Chanok on Tan Sinjie. You definitely take the foul on that one. 6 points, 3 rebounds for the shooter at the charity stripe. As she knocks down 2 of 2. Nikki Saw puts the shot up. Takes a high bounce and knocks it down.
Hey, the basketball gods is on her side on that one with a friendly roll. So 2 point under her belt on the scoreboard.
Malaysia forcing that turnover there, but Udom Suk immediately grabbing the ball out of her hands. Spin move by Klanbut, no good. Good defense by Bobo.
Defensive rebound being picked up by Kalai. Here comes Malaysia on the run with a shot of their own.
Foul right there, a hit to the head of Supira Klanbut.
This is an easy foul call. You don't have to be a referee to know that that is going to be a foul. So Kalai stacks up the foul department once again with another timeout here being called on the floor to stop the game clock with 4 minutes with just 6 points differentiating these two teams here before the halftime break.
So Brian, you know, it does seem that Harimau Malaysia is still struggling to get the lead against the Thailand Snipers. They're always just lacking that little bit, you know, lacking by that 2 points, that 4 points, that 6 points. They've never gone closer than that. So what does head coach Tracy York have to tell the team here?
I think things are actually flowing for them both sides. It's just a little bit more communication. You got to read the passes a little bit faster. It's always slow by a step compared to this Snipers team. It's like they already expect you to make that entry pass, but they are always there. Even though if you got it early, they always have someone that's ready to take that foul whenever you go to the basket. So I think it's more of a matter of just making the smarter play. You know, be a little bit more confident, because I think it's letting the game pressure get into their mind too much a little bit. You know, they know the goal here is to get the W, to at least head back to KL with 2 wins. Sometimes, you know, when you're so into the game, you start to do things that you're not usually doing. So I think it's just all about getting settled in and just play your brand of basketball, and they should be fine.
Yeah, you know, both teams playing their brand of basketball here at the highest stage of basketball in the Southeast Asian region for women's here. Thailand Snipers back on offense. Klanbut with the spin move there. Rong Riang gets her first playing time today for the Thailand team. Will drive to the basket on her first play. Tries to put it up. Tipped out.
No kickball violation there. The pass, I guess it was not intended, but then however, it finds the feet of a Malaysia team.
Oh. Thought that was a good block right there by Chong Yin. She raised up there with Udomsuk. Read that spin move so well.
Now FIBA referee had a good call there, but it's a shooting foul. You know, you got to allow the shooters to land in their cylinder. If whenever you're interrupting into the cylinder, it's going to be an automatic foul there. But great job for Yin to actually try and contest, even though she's way undersized. You know, that bravery and that hustle mentality to not allow her to have an easy bucket, just putting her on the line to try and hope that she missed 1 out of 2.
And it was a great read there by Chong Yin as well. You know, Latiakon Udomsuk will try to get 2 points and does so successfully. Nikki Saw pushing the pace, breaks that Thailand sniper press. Charmaine Oi fake the tree, back to Bobo. Nikki gets a screen. Nice pick and roll there. Charmaine Oi finishes at the bucket.
Now that's what we call about getting settled in. You know, you don't want to play in the tempo of the Thailand team. You want to play your own style of timing if you're the Malaysia team.
Oh, great move there by Harimau Malaysia, stealing the ball, but Charmaine Oi couldn't finish the reverse layup. Thailand snipers back on offense. Tan Chanok to the rim. Shooter. Rong Riang spins. Gets it blocked out of bounds. And Bobo's pass just tipped there in transition. Shooter now can't get it to go. Bobo, slows down the pace a little bit. And Yin guarded by Tan Chanok. Great call by Nikki Saw to slow down the pace, slow things down for Harimau Malaysia. Looks like every single Harimau Malaysia player has the license to fire, but Chia Man Yi trying to do a bit too much there.
3 players coming in for the Thailand Snipers team. So Ampawa back on Wapa as well. And Prajat Sup will take her position at the forward position. Here comes the inbound play on Ampawa and Buapa.
Duamon will lead things on here for Harimau. Charmaine Oi with the good challenge there. And a great box out there by Chia Man Yi. Immediate foul called for Thailand snipers.
So reaching foul call there by head referee. Being penalized on Ratiakon Udomsuk with her first personal foul.
There will be 3 team fouls for the Thailand sniper team as the Harimau Malaysia team lag behind by 6 points. Still unable to close the gap. Yin looking to drive inside, gets trapped. Ball tied up. It will be Thailand snipers.
That is a beautiful call there by the referee, and absolutely no foul at all. Just 2 players going hard at each other, trying to pull the ball in their possession to a jump ball, and this time it's rewarded to Thailand.
Great read to Amon, trying to break the zone defense. Buapa, cross court to Udomsuk. Udomsuk with the jab step, knocks it down from deep.
Ratiakon Udomsuk yesterday attempted 2 out of 6, so shooting 23% from the field from downtown, as another timeout is being called here before the halftime break. Score is a little bit stretched out this time, different from the previous timeout, as we can see this highlight brought to you by Mandiri Bank.
Yeah, it's great. It's been great play by the Harimau Malaysia team, especially from the guard Nikki Solway in this second quarter here. But with 1 minute and 18 seconds left in the game, Thailand snipers have just about managed to extend the lead just a little bit. You know, 31 points to 22 of the Harimau Malaysia. Harimau Malaysia's offense just stalling a little bit here towards the end of the first half.
Now, no matter how good the Harimau Malaysia play, and when you look on the scoreboard, you know the other team is outperforming one another. Thailand with the lead here. So they got to do a much better job, although they might feel that they're shooting a much higher percentage. However, the scoreboard doesn't reflect that way. So it's definitely something that's not going their way at the time being. So both coaches giving their final brief to their teams and try to close out this gap before halftime.
Exactly, and both teams have to keep up this intensity. Be ready to go all out here because this is the final game for them in this Southeast Asian Women Basketball League pre-SEA Games tune-ups. And they will want to leave it all on the floor here. As we said, things are not settled yet. Harimau Malaysia does have the chance to still win this. I do believe, and don't quote me on this, if Harimau Malaysia wins by 13, they could be crowned champions of this pre-SEA Games tune-up. So, Yin Yin driving baseline, finds Bobo, nice play there.
Now that's Malaysia basketball. They need to do more of that and not play into the tempo of the Thailand team because the pressure that Thailand is putting on them just forces them to not keep pushing the ball a little bit too fast.
Little bit of an extra help there from Yap Fok Yi. As we can see here on the replay, Charmaine Ui probably had that there. But a push from Yap Fok Yi from the back.
Now the help side has to do a much better job in coming in a little bit early. It's very slow on that help side, just allowing an open lane drive there by Klambu with a strong hand, with a right hand dribble. That is something that you're very lucky that she missed out on this N1 opportunity.
Did not use two hands on that free throw right there. Missing that one. Supira Klanbut, player with a very unorthodox shooting form. But if it works, it works.
Hey, they say don't fix it until it's broken.
Exactly. Nikki surveying the defense. Chia Man Yi drives to the rim. Oh, rejected there by Prajap Suk.
Now you see the defense, the difference in the defense of this help side here. Before you even step into the paint, Prajap Suk is already there waiting for you. She's just waiting for you. Either you go for the score or you go for the pass. She's right there to contest. So if Malaysia do the same thing to that, that's not going to be a foul. It's going to be an easy stop for them.
Exactly. Great example right there. Just the two back-to-back plays for Malaysia. Chong Yin Yin. Foul called right there. And Fu Kiki will go to the charity stripe for 2 free throws.
Now she got to watch out on her forearm, being extended like that. Although she's lucky that the call is on to her advantage this time, but a few more times, if it's a little bit too obvious with that unnecessary swing, might end up into an offensive foul call against Fu Kiki.
Fu Kiki, or her full name Fu Xuet Ying, 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Doesn't knock down the second one there. Harimau pressing high. Will get the steal there, Yin Yin. And Bobo, no finish there. Thailand now in the semi-transition. Klanbut looking to go to the basket. Udom Suk couldn't hold on to that pass. Jump stop into a shot there. No good as the shot clock goes off. The game clock goes off. First half is over and Thailand snipers will go into the break leading by 7 points. Malaysia doing a good job so far.
This is not too bad. Everything is still possible. You still have a lot of time. You still got 2 more quarters to go. So that's 20 minutes of game time to actually flip the script up a little bit. They got to slow down the offense and try to put the ball in the hands of a non-shooter. You want to stop those high percentage shots down in the paint. Malaysia definitely doing a much better job in defending the paint area this time, but the outside shooting of the Thailand snipers team just absolutely abomination at this point. So they need to do a much better job in stepping up to those shooters.
Yeah, 100% there. And a very important thing is for both teams to keep up that intensity coming out of the dressing rooms. So As the players take a break here, so will we. So will us commentators. And don't go away. Join us for more C Women's Basketball League action after this break.
Is your child scared of public speaking?
Boost their confidence and help them speak well at Speech Academy Asia. Our locations are... Call us for a free trial now.
You're now watching the live stream of this season SWBL 2023 game number 1 in our final day. I know we had so much fun, but unfortunately all good things must come to an end. So right now we're about to find out who is going to be crowned the champion of this pre-SEA Games tune-up of the 2023 season. You can see on the screen of your phones or your TV right now the halftime statistic brought to you by Mandiri Bank and for us here in Singapore, Toa Payoh Stadium. So the score is leaning towards the Thailand Snipers team, shooting only 29%. However, they are in front compared to the 30% scoring from the field of the Harimau Malaysia team. You can see they're really struggling from the downtown three-point range, only shooting 1 out of 8 thus far. And Snipers, you know, just really holding up to their image and showing that they are a much higher shooting percentage team, 6 out of 15 in the first half. If you're the head coach of a team, that is good numbers that you would like to see. When you go to the free throw department, 6 out of 10, that is good numbers, you know, missing just a couple. It's all right, it happens, the ball is round, you know, you miss some, you make some. As long as you make more, it's definitely going to be reflected on the scoreboard and putting yourself at the front of the other opposing team. Now in the turnovers department, you got 7 and 6, so both teams are very equal among each other. Now I like this part right here where we have our own version of the kiss cam, but we're still in Asia, you know, we're not gonna show a little bit of the we call it PDA, public display of affection, but it's 2023, everything is allowed now, you guys see. But it's not that they don't kiss each other because they don't love each other. Don't get it wrong, because our MC for the halftime entertainment brought to you by our sponsors Rigora is actually giving out prizes if you get to answer some questions when you're here in the arena.
Yeah, Brian, and just going back to the stats, touching on the stats a little bit here. You know, Sniper Thailand did not really shoot well in that past 2 games against Singapore and Indonesia. But you know, they always say what they always say about statistics. The numbers always regress to the mean. And you know, today they're having such a great shooting from outside the 3-point arc, 6 of 15 for 40% from the 3-point line today. But what surprised me in that first half is the Harimau Malaysia out-rebounding that Thailand Sniper team 23-20 in that first half. And what let them down is the 15 turnovers compared to the 9 of Thailand Snipers.
So the crowd continues to pour into Toa Payoh Stadium. We still got one more game coming right after this, so don't miss out, because right after that match, if this match goes according to plan, then we will know that Thailand Sniper is going to walk away as the champion for this current circuit. However, if there's an upset being made here by the Harimau Malaysia, it's going to be a very much different result, and it will depend on that final match between the Singapore Lions and the Indonesia elite team to determine who will be crowned as the queen of the pre-SEA Games SWBL champion of this year 2023.
Yeah, that's true. And as we see the audiences finally give a reaction right here to the kiss cam or the love cam graphic. We see the Harimau Malaysia's come on out. Don't forget, we still have one more game in the Southeast Asian Women's Basketball League. The Singapore Lions, the host country of this SEA Women's Basketball League pre-SEA Games tune-ups, will take on the Indonesian elite in that final game of this series here in Singapore.
And we'd like to take this time to give a big shout out and special thanks to all sponsors for making this event successful for the year 2023. We'd like to give a big thank you to our main title sponsor, Mandiri Bank, and not forgetting the biggest organization in basketball, FIBA, for sanctioning this tournament and allowing all nations to participate. The official game ball sponsor, Molten, and also official media coverage partner, Court Divas, in allowing you to view this game at the comfort of your home. Big shout out and special thanks to Sport SG and also Toadboard and Bona as the official sports partner and technical partner of this tournament. The official sporting apparel Leaning, and none other than our entertainment halftime sponsor partner, Rigore, for their merchandise and keeping the crowd very, very much interactive here in Toa Payoh Stadium. You can see the kids are just waving and trying to get the attention of the MC that has a bunch of Rigore merchandise in the hand. So if you are currently nearby the Toa Payoh Stadium, please come on down and win yourself some prizes as you are in the stands.
Yeah, the kids are loving it. But yeah, we do want to thank our local sponsors as well. You know, Speech Academy Formworks, Adera EHPS, Tiong Bahru Bakery, the CSD Ventures Corp, as well as the Noble Well Group. Thank you for making this Southeast Asian Women's Basketball League pre-SEA Games tune-up here at the Singapore Toa Payoh Stadium possible. Nothing would have been possible without the help of you guys, and we hope to see you guys involved in the basketball scene more here in Singapore.
Now you can notice that some of the audience was showcasing off that big, huge bag of Irvin's chips. Now, we're not affiliated to Irvin, so you might thought that might be an unorthodox advertising, but it's not. We are sponsored this year with a very lucky, much more healthier choice in Tiong Bahru Bakery.
Of course.
Man, if you have the chance, if you're first time visiting Singapore, that will be one of the top cafes to visit before you head on back. They have very artistry, cafe, coffee art, and also marvelous choices of pastry, and my personal favorite, the sourdough waffles.
Oh, I gotta try it, man. Haven't had the time to do so yet in Singapore. But I will definitely check them out. And the sourdough waffle sounds like a great treat.
Now, yesterday we have a very big crowd cheering on their home team, the Singapore Lions. You know, it's not all about the final score, but it's all about the camaraderie, the passion, and also the support that the home crowd is giving to this home team. This is just like a trial for them, you know, to just understand that which direction that the program is gonna going from this tournament. So it's very important for them to feel that, you know, actually they are being backed by their own home-based fan.
Yeah.
So at least, like, you know, they're actually doing something that's correct. You know, they don't feel demotivated. So it's very important, and a big thank you to all the audience at the stadium right now in showing off your support for the national team.
So we will go to an ad break here.
Is your child scared of public speaking?
Boost their confidence and help them speak well at Speech Academy Asia. Our locations are... Call us for a free trial now.
Ketemu lagi sama Livia. Nah, dia lagi miss banget nih sama fitur baru di Livin by Mandiri. Livin suka. Mau cek mutasi rekening, sekalian nyari destinasi keren buat healing. Abis investasi, langsung bisa beli voucher game biar mabar makin yoi. Abis top up e-wallet, bisa top up kuota streaming drakor tanpa ribet. Kelar transfer, bisa cus beli tiket konser. Dengan fitur baru, Livin Suka, kamu makin bisa suka-suka tanpa pindah aplikasi sini-situ. Livin Suka, bikin yang kamu suka jadi makin easy.
And we're back here. You are watching a game between the Harimau Malaysia's team as well as the Thailand Sniper at the Southeast Asian Women Basketball League pre-SEA Game Tune-Ups 2023 Singapore. You know, if you see a highlight on the screen, and there has been a lot in this game here, do remember to tag us on Instagram. That's at SEAWBL, at CWBL, and then remember to use the hashtags hashtag SWBL, hashtag Our Dreams Our League, and hashtag MandiriXSWBL.
You can see head coach Kaman Chanok is a little bit more relaxed this season compared to last year. Last year, a lot of moving up and down the court, you know, trying to hand out instruction to our players. This year, however, is a little bit more relaxed because she has so much depth in her starting five and also her bench. And then Tracy York just trying to get everything more in sync for some of the new faces that's being injected, such as Xin Jie and the Ying Jie, the Tan sisters, and some of the players that just came back into the national team lineup, such as Po Yi, Ying Ying as well, you know, coming back from an injury year. So pretty much this few players just trying to pick up their pace in competition level, especially in this very important platform that the SWBL has enabled them to show off in this season.
Yeah, 100%. You know, Tan Xin Jie has felt more comfortable. It does seem like to me that Tan Xin Jie has felt much more comfortable on the court the first day that she played, from the first day that she played until today here on the final day. She's much braver, you know, after gaining more confidence after she realizes that it's just basketball after all. You know, international basketball is still basketball at the end of the day.
Currently, the two top scorers for the Snipers with 8 points is Sasiporn, you know, the point guard for the point guard of the Snipers team, and also 7 points and 4 rebounds for Lumdapang.
Oh, 4 rebounds for Lumdapang. That's not usually, you usually see her closer to double figures here.
Because now she's competing with Klambu Superior with the defensive side.
The ball tipped out there. Ampawa Tuamon. Hands it off to Udomsuk. Udomsuk looking for a passing option. Back to Udomsuk in the corner. She loves that wing tree. This time will pivot inside the paint. As it goes out of bounds there. Great defensive play by the Malaysian team. Chong Yin Yin once again coming up big for them on the less glamorous end of the court. Nikki to Kiki. That breaks the press for Harimau Malaysia. Back to Nikki Saw. Wing, pick and roll. Bobo firing for deep. No good there. Tan Chanok with her 5th rebound of the game.
Pushing the ball up the court this time. A very unfamiliar face in the dribbling department. Klambu Superior. That's a tragic Bronson moment right there.
Exactly.
We caught on the camera.
Tragic Bronson alert for Superior Klanbut right there. Chong Yin Yin once again coming up big on defense. Bobo trying to get her shot going here. Still no good.
That's back-to-back misses for Malaysia to start off the second half. They need to put the ball in the basket to try and get a little bit more energy and fire into their squad.
Tan Chanok couldn't corral that loose ball. Taps it out of bounds instead.
Little back and forth here with the turnover. Both teams still not scoring yet from the halftime break.
And perhaps the Thailand Snipers just, a bit surprised with the intensity of Malaysia. Nikki into the high post. Bobo gets denied there. Can't find a way into the middle. Yin Yin off the dribble will miss it. And that allows Thailand to get out in transition here. Tuamong can't get the tree to go. Kiki taps it out of bounds.
Yin Yin is struggling a little bit in this game, still looking for her first basket. However, she's doing all she can on the defensive end with 3 rebounds and 1 coming from the offensive side.
Pimchosita driving middle, puts it up and in there over a tough defense.
That has got to be one of the top 5 plays for this tournament. Going at the towers of the Malaysia team, understanding that she's way undersized, but no fear at all. Just driving, put the head down, and just finishing in traffic. As you can see, this highlight being brought to you by Mandiri Bank. Yin Yin with the contest. Kalai was there ready to block. Just a little step short, but able to put it in the bottom of the net.
Pimchosita definitely protected the ball well right there. But a timeout is called by Harimau Malaysia as head coach Tracy Rock don't want the lead to go to double digits once again.
So a very equal rotational being implemented by the Thailand Snipers team. All players not playing more than a total of 12 minutes. Every player is averaging roughly 9 minutes per game. So that's a good sign for a coach to see, you're able to play every single player and still able to secure all those W's. So definitely very well performed for Thailand Snipers this season.
Yeah, and the Harimau Malaysia team coach Tracy Yong giving her bench players some time as well, and she has to manage that rotation well here today because she's trying to manage the Thailand Snipers in terms of intensity. And when you want the players to play with intensity, they have to be fresh enough to be able to do so well. Harimau Malaysia back on the attacking end. That's where Chong Yin Yin makes her money.
First basket for Chong Yin Yin, a basket that she desperately needed.
Oh, a block there by Phiap Phok Yi. And she's pleading the referee there to let that foul go. What do you think about this?
Slow-mo, let's see. Ooh, that's very close actually.
Maybe the body leaning
very
into Supira Klanbut right there.
Now this is the adjustment that's being made by the FIBA referee to protect the shooters right now. Cylinder, right? A little slight angle notch into the cylinder is going to be an automatic foul. It doesn't matter if you have your footing right before the shooters. But it's a little bit different now compared to years before.
Yeah. Supira Klanbut, 5 points, or make it 6 points and 6 rebounds. Harimau Malaysia, quick to get the ball into the front court. Nikki organizing her offense. Bobo into the post. Will clear out that side of the floor for Kalai. Mid-range jumper is good.
This is something that we did not see her doing in the first half because the way how the Thailand Snipers is playing defense against her. So this is probably a good start for the Malaysia side.
Now she has made 2 3-pointers, and this is a third one of the game. That's Sasipon Wongtapa. Yap Fok Yi lost the handle and turns the ball over for Harimau Malaysia. Captain of the team not having a great day today, although she still is leading the team in scoring. Three-pointer, Udomsuk, no good. And Yin Yin with the bad pass to start the break. Udomsuk protects the ball from Kalai.
This is exactly how she does in the 3x3 tournament that she just played before this tournament. You know, protecting against a much bigger defender proves no problem at all for Udomsuk.
That's a great play there by Udomsuk there, but Yap Fok Yi will try to return that action. Driving middle, Nikki saw left wide open, couldn't get it to go. Blocked there is Fuki Ki.
2 defenders had the hands on that shot. You know, the first block was on Supira. If that shot was still going on the way up, Lun Japang with the follow-up with the block. That's a double block on that play.
That's a great one, but only one player credited with the block shot right there. And Fuki Ki will be regretting her decision to not go up stronger. Han Xin Jie will check into the game for Harimau Malaysia once again as they prepare for a baseline out-of-bounds play. They go to Kalai in the post. Gets the foul. That's what I love about her aggressiveness today. Kalai Mati Rajantiran.
Are you going to see in the replay pretty soon that's going to come up onto your screen? Oh, no shooting foul call. Thought it was going to be a shooting foul on Pawa, but only just a regular foul. So it's all about the cylinder once again. You know, you got her hand in the angle of going up. So she's very lucky that it's no 2 free throws for Kalai.
Exactly. Yap Fok Yi trying to force the issue. Kalai staying aggressive. Will try to go to the mid-range jumper again. Almost lost the ball there. Oh, and Fuki Ki somehow makes that shot.
Hail Mary shot, understanding that the shot clock was running down, throws it up before a violation. That was high IQ basketball.
Hey, the basketball gods reward court awareness sometimes here. Kalai, hand up. Udomsuk, no good. Sinjie, little bit unorganized at the moment. They leave Tuamon open.
Mismatch right here with the top with Kalai defending Ampawan.
And a quick drive to the basket and a nice play by Udomsuk, but Klanbut not on the same page.
They were lucky to escape on that score because, you know, when you have Kalai defending Ampawa at the top, it doesn't mean that no defensive presence is going to be down in the low block. Just a little too strong on that pass by Udomsuk, so very lucky for the Harimau Malaysia side.
But this goes back to your point earlier, Brian, you know, when the defense collapses early, sometimes it just discombobulates the offense.
Loose ball foul will be called against Kalai Mati with the push-off as she went up to the sky. You can see on the instant replay here by Mandiri.
And that's why you always box out, kids.
Klanbut felt it, immediately signaling to the referee as the referee said, yes, you are right.
Rewards them with the call there. New players will come in for the Thailand Sniper team. Kalai still defending Tuamon up top. Sinjie pushing Klanbut out of bounds. No interior presence here. Tuamon, three-pointer, rims it. And it will be Harimau Malaysia ball.
This is an interesting matchup right now. Maybe this is part of the strategy that Coach Tracy York has. Putting Kalai defending on Ampawam, understanding that Ampawa is not going into the rim that much. So just putting the defensive presence right there to try and contest a three-point shot. But you have Sinjie defending Klanbut Supira to try and go for the steal every time the ball touches the ground.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Maybe they scouted out the Highland team and know something we don't. So Tan Sinjie going hard to the rim, and that's what you get when you go hard.
I like this consistency being called here by the referees all across the board. You can see a little into the cylinder of the shooter there by Prajopsuk. Instant, immediate shooting foul, not allowing those kind of plays to continue because you got to protect the shooter in this new FIBA rule.
Oh yeah, definitely. A foul right there by Kanokwan Prajapsuk. And Tan Sinjie will get her first points of the game. This will be her second if she makes it. Gets the friendly roll. Thailand trying to break this Malaysian press. Sinjie's sister, Tan Yin-jie, also on the court. Falling back into a 2-3 zone. Yin-jie closing out. Ampawa, no good. Magdalene with the cross-court pass. Very dangerous there. And they call a backcourt violation.
This is actually a good call here by the referee, but not too bad for Malaysia's side and also for the Thailand Snipers. If you notice, this was the only first turnover after the halftime break.
Yes, 6 minutes gone in the game, so in the third quarter so far. And first turnover only for both teams. So both teams protecting the ball must have been a key issue that the head coaches focused on in the dressing room. Thailand back on offense. This is the spark plug for Thailand. Sinjie, actually a very similar player to Sasiporn. Has the shake and bake, has the quick first step there. Pei Ling into Kiki. We'll get it back to Pei Ling. She can knock that shot down, but not that time there. Leading the break. Gets it to Sasiporn. She's already made 2 3-pointers so far. And Matrix, my bad. And Harimau Malaysia will get the ball back. Sasiporn.
Try to sell that fake there with the referee in front of her.
Oh, and that's an offensive foul by Fuki Ki. Stuck out her behind right there.
Substitution here for both teams. So Wei-Yin injected back into the guard position as Sinjie will take a little rest on the bench. Not too much of a playtime for this entire tournament. Coach Tracy York just trying to figure out how to use her in the national team, being at such a tender young age.
She's only just 21, Brian. But Thailand Snipers back on offense. Sasiporn defended well by the team. Lee Pei Ling, great challenge there. And Magdalene missed that rebound there. Kalai will try to get the ball, but Nikki comes out with the board. Magdalene pushing the pace. Kalai all the way down. Short jumper banks it in.
That's a fundamentally sound bank shot, just like Tim Duncan.
Ball movement was A-OK on that fast break there. Thailand go back into the post again. Looking for some inside-out game here. No defense. Kalai seems to have gotten a piece of that. And Harimau Malaysia pushing the pace here. Oh, Lee Pei Ling.
Only a regular shooting foul. I thought an unsportsman foul was going to be calling here because she has the advantage on a one-on-one on a transition. Very, very lucky to walk away with just a regular shooting foul.
Yeah, but this will put the Harimau Malaysia with 3 team fouls. Oh, and it is a shooting foul there.
It is a shooting foul,
Yep.
but not an unsportsmanlike
Not an
foul.
unsportsmanlike, yeah. Correct that. Correct me. And Lee Pei Ling fails to get that shot to go. Lee Pei Ling with a second shot coming up here. Second one misses as well. Man Yi dives on that rebound and Yap Fo Yi just stole that lunch money. Kalai looking for the handoff. Will get it to Pei Ling. Staying aggressive, going to the basket. Earns another 2 more free throws.
So Pei Ling being the first option now for Harimau Malaysia. It's very interesting to not see Xin Jie yet on the court. You know, last game she did not play at all. It was a DNP. This game I thought it was going to be a DNP. Tracy York inserted her for a little less than 30 seconds and took her right out the game. She had a very good aggressive first game. Just very shocking for me to not see her play more minutes if you have her attacking the basket all the time like that.
Yeah, you know, it's Tan Yin Jie that is the older sister of Tan Xin Jie actually. So Tan Yin Jie does have more experience, but she's less of a creator than her sister, her younger sister, Xin Jie. So perhaps.
And what's funny is because in the national team, in the national league, when he played for Segamat BA, the elder sister is actually the shooter.
Yeah.
And the younger sister was the driver, but it's a different role when they play for the national team.
Yeah. So driving baseline is Tuamon. Oh, not paying attention to the lines there. My home.
Hey, when you play at a very high level, you have amazing, big, explosive step. You know, the court just kind of look a little bit small.
And it does seem a bit confusing here to the viewers watching at home, but it is the blue line that is the lines for the basketball court. So you do want to pay attention there. My home didn't on that last trip. Nikki will get a screen. Thailand will switch it. Nikki to Bobo in the high post, firing. Tried to bang that in, but had to fire there. Tuamon slowing things down. Gets it to the corner. Number 88 tried to hook it. Tried to hook her defender and will be called for an offensive foul. Great defense by Lee Pei Ling. Like you said, X factor for Harimau Malaysia.
Right off the bench, so much contribution coming from her. Just boxing out, playing a little bit more tougher. Showing that intensity.
And she's got the experience, so she knows all the small little, little things that to look out for when she's defending a player.
Was she part of the team that when they won the gold medal back then?
I can't quite remember yet, but Kalai definitely was. And Kalai working her way in the post here, puts it up. Defended well by Prajap Suk. Udom Suk tries to push the pace. Will back it out. No one in the paint for Thailand. My Hom drives into traffic, gets it stripped away, has to fire. And knocks it down. Does that count or not, Brian?
Referee's gonna corral themselves here with the discussion at center court. All 3 referees is gonna give their decision, and here we go. Basket does not count.
Oh, that has to be a punch to the Harimau Malaysian stomachs.
Now with the rules that is being used here at the SWBL 2023, you are not allowed to use the replay as a review.
Yep.
So the referee's decision is final, I believe.
There is no IRS here at the C Women's Basketball League. So the referee's decision is final. And, not hearing the buzzer go off in the arena. And the referees do make a great decision there. So the score stays at 43-37. Harimau Malaysia showing some fight here, and I want them to continue to do so if this is going to be an exciting game in the 4th quarter.
Definitely not playing while looking at the scoreboard. They're going possession by possession, one step at a time, you know. It's not about how you finish the race as fast, but it's how you finish consistently, step by step, and just not gas out at the final period, just like how Singapore did in their first match.
We'll go to an ad break shortly and rejoin you in a bit.
Transfer bulanan udah dicat nih.
Nenek lupa pin. Dicatat di mana ya?
Pakai Livin, intip saldo, nggak perlu PIN. Cepet kan?
Kok cuma transfer segini?
Welcome back to the live stream. If you're just joining us here, this is a close game, so be ready with your drinks and your snacks because this will be a tight game here. 43-37 is the score at the moment. Thailand Snipers leading the Harimau Malaysian team by 6 points only in this game, and Harimau Malaysia has showed that intensity, that hunger, and that killer instinct here today, but just not able to get over that hump of the Thailand team. So Brian, what do you think will happen in that fourth quarter of this game here?
The experience of the Thailand Snipers team is kind of showing at this point. You know, they are playing a little bit more poised. You can see the trap pressure is very up top, and the first shot is good for Udom Soup to start off this final quarter. If they are able to just play this style of basketball, I don't see a problem coming at them.
Yeah, and that was a great pass by Ampawa Tuam on to find her shooter. Bobo to Peiling. Peiling driving middle. Read well by Ampawa. Udom Sok left wide open. Driving inside. Does get challenged there. The ball was tipped long. And Tan Chanok will get fouled by Nikki.
I couldn't believe that she actually committed that foul, picking up her second personal foul. She just let the ball get back into the possession of the Thailand Sniper and just reset the defense. That was a silly foul to actually commit.
Yeah, considering that the shot clock had reset to 14 seconds. It still will be 14 seconds as Thailand Snipers take this inbound. Pimchasita to Tanchanok, thought about the tree, he goes into the post. To Amon, great defense once again by Chiaman Yi. Bobo leading that break. It's a 3-on-3. And a fade there as Udom Sok comes down with the rebound. Udom Sok momentarily paused there on the transition. Gets double teamed here. Will find an outlet. Ball gets passed into the corner. And Udom Sok just no finish there. And Harimau Malaysia is letting Thailand Snipers stay alive with all this second chance buckets. Tuamon looks for the back cut and is fouled going to the rim. Tripped up by Fu Kiki.
Shooting foul coming to the way of Thailand Snipers. Interesting to see that the set play is being the first option for a corner shooter being set up. They're playing a triangle offense right now against the Harimau Malaysia late in this stretch with 8 more minutes to play. Prajap Suk will shoot 2 free throws.
That was a great back cut by Prajap Suk. And Prajap Suk can knock down her free throws. Sporting a number 93 jersey for the Thailand Snipers. Has her second one coming up. And goes 1 of 2 from the line. But the tricky rebound corralled by Fu Kiki. And Thailand takes advantage there on the second chance bucket.
That's going to be costly for Harimau Malaysia to allow all this second chance, rebound, and putback. They are definitely converting on all these opportunities, so Malaysia have to keep that down a little bit more on this department to try and keep themselves alive.
Long pass into the corner looking for Bobo. Bobo gets back on track with a short jumper. Long outlet pass to Udom Suk, and one right there for Latiakon Udom Suk.
Way to stay on to the pass, gets the contact and finishing in traffic. Kalaimati, a marvelous shot blocker, but there is absolutely no fear with the experience that she has got from the 3x3 playing for the national team. Ratiakon Udom Suk finishes off with ease and at the chance for a 3-point play at the free throw line.
And the Harimau Malaysia girls really need to focus up here, not to let up that simply there, as Udom Suk completes the 3-point play. Iwan hands it off to Saw Wei Yin. That's a hard screen set there by number 0 of Harimau. Kiki looking for an entry pass into the post. Yap Fok Yi, bang! Knocks it down from deep.
Quiet first half, looking to come alive here late in the stretch. They need those kind of shots to try and claw themselves back from this lead.
And a lucky break there for the Harimau Malaysia team as the pass is off target, looking for Udom Suk.
Very lucky for the head coach of the Snipers Thailand to only field Kat in the point guard department. If you have Kat and also Sasiporn together, that's going to be 2 drivers, which will definitely be a much bigger challenge for Harimau Malaysia.
Yeah. Harimau Malaysia working out of post. Kiki gets an advantage, gets it blocked out of bounds. But Lamda Pang will get called for the foul right there.
Much better job here in protecting the ball, going with her left hand. Just very rare there in traffic. Usually she'll finish off with the left hand with that side of the court, but this time she went for the right. Maybe it was on purpose that she wants to draw the foul against Lum Dapang.
Yeah, exactly, and maybe that was what she was aiming for. So Kiki will have 2 free throws here. Pure on that one, nothing but net. As the 2 number 24s go at each other. Kiki comes up on top here.
So 2 guards are doing the box out. They're going to go into a trap. Oh, they are very lucky to get the offensive rebound.
They are. And some of these long rebounds tricking the defenders here will be an offensive foul or a travel here called by the referee.
Points to a travel. Oh my goodness.
I was really unsure there. I need a replay. I need a slow motion replay there. But more or less we have been proven wrong, or the referees have been proven right by that, by the replay.
Timeout being called here by Thailand Snipers to try and stop the game clock before beginning the next play that will take place at center court. You're now joining us here at the live stream brought to you by our media coverage partner, Court Divas, here at Toa Payoh Stadium, Singapore, for the pre-SEA Games tune-up season SWBL 2023.
And Harimau Malaysia still staying in the game, only trailing by 9, still not double digits yet. They seem to answer every bucket that the Sniper Thailands have, but just unable to get over the hump here. And do remember, we do have a game upcoming, our final game of the Singapore series here. The Indonesia Elite will take on the home team, the Singapore Lions. So if you're not down here at the Toa Payoh Stadium yet, you still have time. It starts in about 35 minutes here. So you have time to come on down to the Toa Payoh Stadium, brave the rain, come and join us. And come and support your home team, the Singapore Lions, in this Southeast Asian Women's Basketball League.
Now, a little spoiler for you guys that maybe trying to find a reason to join us here at Toa Payoh Stadium. The Singapore team, Lions, is going to field their strongest lineup going into the next game against Indonesia Elite. We have never seen this lineup before in this entire season, but today you will have the chance. But first, you need to make your way down here at Central Singapore before I actually expose the lineup to you.
Definitely. Come on and join the crowd here. The crowd that has been packing out the stadium so far. It's even more people than yesterday, right?
I think the hype has reached out to the community today. You know, we have big games yesterday. You know, the Indonesia Elite put on a show against the Malaysia team. So this is a good turnout.
Yep. And perhaps the game yesterday against the Indonesia team has fired up something in these Malaysian girls. And Iwan coming down with that rebound. She was the rebounding queen in the Malaysian D-League a while ago. Kiki thought about the fake, goes to Iwan. Iwan can't finish. And it's all these easy gimmies that the Harimau Malaysia team needs to finish off. Yin Yin defending Lam Dat Pang in the post. Iwan on Prajap Suk, too easy. Too much space for Prajap Suk.
That was a mismatch there with Lun Pang being defended by Yin Yin. A high-low action being played by snipers. Finding the right person at the right play. Easy bucket with the mid-range.
Bobo knocks down a tree from deep. Bringing Malaysia back into this.
The top shooter of the Southeast Asia region trying to keep their team alive, firing from downtown.
And just not read well by Fu Kiki right there. Missing the interception. As the Thailand snipers, or the Harimau Malaysia, will call a timeout here. Coach Tracy York wanting to talk things over with her girls.
I like this timeout right here. Why? Because they're on the run. Try to extend this lead, try to close things out here against the Malaysia team. Just try to stop the momentum here to allow them to actually try to pull away with this lead. You can see the ambassador of the Indonesian nation making his way into the arena, Mr. Suryo Pratomo, walking to the VIP section of Toa Payoh Stadium. Big names it will be attending today in this final match, especially the home team will be playing the Indonesian team. And we also will have the Minister of Communication, Ms. Josephine Teo, will make her presence in Toa Payoh Stadium shortly to join the Ambassador of Indonesia at the VIP stands very soon.
Yeah, and Brian, we do appreciate all this support that we get here at the Southeast Asian, the support that we're getting from the nations of all these teams participating here. We had the Vice Ambassador of the Indonesian Embassy come here yesterday and did an interview with us here at the commentators booth, Mr. Solistio Jati Ismoyo. So today we have the ambassador, the actual ambassador of the Indonesian Embassy here in Singapore, coming to attend the game here today.
It's just the right way to finish the last day with a bang. And that's exactly how Yap Fogi is playing right now. Bang, bang with that 3-point before this timeout.
She's got to step up more, though, if Harimau Malaysia wants to get back into this or wants to keep the game close. Kiki up top to Nikki. Nikki looking for Kalai or Magdalene here. Called for an offensive foul. It will be Kiki called an offensive foul, actually.
Kiki's going to be in foul trouble, I believe, from that foul. That's the third personal foul. So 2 more fouls in FIBA rule is going to be out of the game. She has to be careful.
Yep, and they just got to stay set on these screens right here. As head coach Tracy York looks to plead her case with the referee.
I believe there's a little confusion on the call of that last foul. Like, we're not sure if that's a offensive screen or a push-off. So she's trying to get a little explanation from the referee.
Definitely. Neo Kai Chong was the referee who made the call. Is the crew chief for the game. Oh, a crossover there by Sasipor Montapa. Unable to turn it into anything more there. But a great crossover. Udomsuk in the post. And a long extended layup there. Nikki Saw gets the ball head to Magdalene. And Bobo to Magdalene Lau. Back to Nikki. Nikki wants a pick and roll here with Kalai. Nikki to Kiki. Kiki up fake. Foul is called. This time it will go on number 25, I believe, Sasipon Wongtapa.
Sasipon also has a lot of fouls already under her belt, as the statistics table shows 2. Okay, not too bad. Still got 3 more to go.
Exactly. She's had more 3-pointers than fouls so far in this game, and that's a good sign for the Thailand snipers. Nikki in the post will go to Kiki. Kiki lays it up. Gets her own rebound, though. Finds an open shooter. Yap Fok Yi wide open. Follows her own shot in. Second attempt, knocking it down. Yap Fok Yi, shooters has to follow their shots.
Coming alive here in the fourth quarter, trying to keep Malaysia alive down in the late stretch.
Tuamon wants a screen from Prajap Sok. Looks for Tan Chanok. Tan Chanok, spin move. Hands it off. Udom Sok. Great switching by the Malaysian team to deny Thailand sniper a shot. And great defense there. Bobo. Nice shot in transition.
We're going to see a timeout being called here by Thailand right after this one. A little slow there. The head coach was actually going to the tables already.
And the bench just erupting there for Harimau Malaysia on a great defensive play. These girls have played hard and they've gotten the results to show for it so far.
This is the expected timeout being called by the Thailand side. You know, you want to stop the momentum, a little mistake here and there, and a little run being put up here by none other than the top scorer of the Harimau Malaysia, just bombarding her way from downtown at will. Doesn't matter if you put a hand in her face, she's just knocking down shots after shots and even getting her own miss right there. You can see with that alley-oop just showing her athleticism versus the Thailand team as she has a fist pump at that final basket. That has got to feel good for her.
Yeah, you know, Yap Fok Yi started slow in the game. Through the first 3 quarters, she was 3 of 13. But in this fourth quarter, she was 3 of 3 so far. And for Harimau Malaysia to get back into the game, Yap Fok Yi definitely a player to count on here.
Okay, a little bit more tense now. You can see on the face of the head coach of the Thailand team. They actually had a big lead. They let it slip out a little bit. So it's something that they want to close out a little bit more to be a little bit more clutch. You know, they have to do a much better job, especially if they face teams like Philippines. You know, those are very, very costly baskets to allow the opponent to try and make a comeback with such little time left on the clock. So this is something that's very concerning to the coaching staff of the Thailand team to actually lose focus from that big lead.
100%. But instead of saying that Thailand snipers have lost focus, I really think that it's the Harimau Malaysia team that has increased their focus, you know, contrary to that. And they're stepping up here in that fourth quarter. 2:21, 3:21 left in the game. Harimau Malaysia will look to make this comeback. Kiki inside the post again, fakes left and goes for the reverse layup. Defended well by Klanbut. Saw Wei Yin defending Pimchasita. Tan Chanok thought about the tree, don't want to fall in love with that. Airballs that layup there. Great bounce pass by Kalai to find Saw Wei Yin. Kiki hands the ball off to her point guard. Wei Yin has been instrumental here today. Kalai playing with great energy. Wei Yin, no good on the short jumper, and a great foul there by Yap Fok Yi to stop the break.
The combo guard of Sasiporn and also Cat on the floor. This is what I want to see. We have never seen this combo before in this pre-SEA Games tune-up. And right now we are witnessing firsthand the power of these two super fast guards that's able to put the ball onto the ground and drive into the interior of your defense. Sending herself to the line with that aggressive play. 2-shot coming her way.
So I thought it was a great foul by Yap Fok Yi at first, but instead, you know, if you send the shooter to the line, you can see here Pimchasita Supian having a great day for herself today. 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists so far. Looks to make this 8 points. Harimau will get the rebound. Going on the break. Nice pass by Yap Fok Yi looking for Fukiki. And the crowd is erupting here, rooting for the underdogs almost. Pimchasita looks for Tan Chanok. Tan Chanok to Klanbut. Klanbut with the finish over 2 defenders.
Tried to draw the foul with that extra bounce. She could have taken that first mid-range shot. turns it down and went into 3 defenders.
Bobo gets a screen from Kalai. Kalai looking for the mid-range jumper. Bobo got trapped there. Tuamon with the nice steal. Tuamon asking to Klanbut to come out. Klanbut thought about the mid-range jumper. Will hand it off back to Tuamon. Klanbut. Oh, what a finish there. Kissing it high off the glass. What a play by Klanbut. So Klanbut stepping up here for Thailand Snipers. 61-52. A tough task for Malaysia right now.
It was a good defensive effort by Harimau Malaysia. Almost a N1 foul. Very, very lucky to escape with just a regular basket. And another chance for Harimau Malaysia to actually try and make a comeback with this late stretch. You know, definitely riding onto this momentum that they are having. Kiki's scoring. Fo Yi is scoring. Defense has picked up. So Thailand, can they hold this out? Or are we going to see the first overtime match that will take place here at Toa Payoh?
Oh, that's a great call right there, Brian. I hadn't thought of the overtime possibility here. But 61-52, still in single digits here for the Thailand Sniper, the lead. Do remember the next game should start at 7 p.m. It's the Indonesia Elite taking on the Singapore Lions in what will be the final game of this Southeast Asian Women Basketball League. You still have some time to join us here at the stadium.
I am pumped right here with this final 1.5 minutes because anything can happen. No, actually, I don't even know what's going to happen.
No one knows what's going to happen. It's all up to the players on the court to make the play.
Because with this lineup of the Thailand team, you are expecting a much bigger lead. However, Malaysia is proving that wrong at the moment. So if you're playing an up and under, this is definitely better performance by the Malaysia team.
Great screen there. Lee Pei Ling drives away into the paint, puts up a prayer there as she bumped into Tuamon. Not a great shot. Kalai defending Tuamon again. Klanbut looks to create, passes it out of bounds. Good defensive play there by Harimau Malaysia.
I agree. I absolutely agree. This is good defense. However, they actually wasted a few seconds. They could have went a little bit more pressure earlier because time is not their friend right now.
It definitely is not. Saw Wei Yin trying to attack out of the post, but Pimcha Sita with the great deflection there.
Now the positive side of this, because you see the scoreboard, they have the 5 team fouls already, so they do have that advantage to have a quick foul, stop the game clock, and then we go into a game of free throws and try to knock down some of the 3-point that is being red hot right now by Yap Fok Yi.
Exactly, and Sniper Thailand has been shooting well from the free throw line today. Harimau Malaysia with a set play. Kiki attacking middle, has a one-on-one against Klanbut. Doesn't get that shot to go.
Oh, they can't afford to slack this. They need to force this shot fast.
They need to press up on Sasiporn or the ball handler here. But Malaysia might be satisfied with this result here.
Yes, it looks like it.
And Klanbut. Second chance by Prajap Suk. It goes down for Thailand Snipers. Nikki Saw trying to push the pace, but with 13 seconds left in the game, it doesn't look possible. Nice pass inside, looking for Lee Pei Ling, but it might be a little too late here in the fourth quarter.
Well, all is not lost. You know, you might have lost the game, but sometimes you learn a little bit more in losing the game than actually winning the game. So this is a great experience for this new face Harimau Malaysia team as we run out the clock with a little bit longer, and the final buzzer sounds as the referee whistles to end the game officially.
Definitely a much better showing by the Malaysian team here. You know, they suffered that heartbreaking loss against the Indonesia elite yesterday, and perhaps it lit a fire under them. They came up with so much aggressiveness, almost causing an upset against the Thailand Sniper team. And the Thailand Sniper has got to be wary here, and they will take a lot away from this win over the Harimau Malaysia. As you enjoy these highlights, any last words, Brian?
A win is a win. Congratulations to the Thailand Snipers. But I won't say that this is a loss, but they are actually learning how to win going into the SEA Games preparation. Both teams put up great performance, you know, great passion. They hustle all the way to the end of the final buzzer.
Is your child scared of public speaking?
Boost their confidence and help them speak well at Speech Academy Asia. Our locations are... Call us for a free trial now.
Cek, 1, 2, 3, cek.
Cek mulu. Udah cek fitur lengkap Livin by Mandiri belum? Pakai Livin by Mandiri emang lebih asyik. Top up lewat HP. Ubah transaksi jadi cicilan. Kartu hilang, no worry. Pencet Livin untuk blokir kartu. Transaksi kekinian makin praktis. Scan QRIS pakai Livin aja.
Cek. Cek, 1, 2, 3, cek.
Cek mulu. Udah cek fitur lengkap Livin by Mandiri belum? Pakai Livin by Mandiri emang lebih asyik. Top up lewat HP. Ubah transaksi jadi cicilan. Kartu hilang, no worry. Pencet Livin untuk blokir kartu. Transaksi kekinian makin praktis. Scan QRIS pakai Livin aja.
Cek.
Welcome back to the Southeast Asian Women's Basketball League as we recap the full game statistics right here. 63-52 is your final score of the game. 36-34, very similar numbers all over. It's just the turnover battle that the Harimau Malaysia lost here today. 8 more turnovers than the Thailand Snipers. But a surprise here for the Harimau Malaysia teams, out-rebounding the Thailand Snipers Basketball Club. And the field goal shooting, the three-point shooting from the Thailand Snipers team also paying off for them here today. They will take the win and stay perfect in this game, in this Southeast Asian Women's Basketball League right here. And we do have the post-game interview ready here with player of the game, Sasipon Wontapa, as well as the assistant coach Pick. Coach Pick. So we'll go to the post-game interview in a little bit here. And I just want to mention again, we do have the upcoming game, Indonesia Elite taking on the Singapore Lions coming up next. But let's focus on this game right here. Sasiporn, you had 13 points. and 2 rebounds today. A great shooting from you. 3 3-pointers in the second quarter. How did you feel about your performance? Assistant coach is just translating what I said to Sasiporn. Okay, that's great there from Sasiporn. And coach, can I talk to you, ask you a little bit? So obviously you guys played 3 games here against Singapore, against Malaysia, against Indonesia. Who did you feel gave you the hardest time?
The 3 games is advantage is different. Yes, but I think in Malaysia team they have a good shooter and good defense.
Yeah.
I think today game is difficult.
Yes, they definitely played with a lot of intensity. So tell us one thing that you took away from the Southeast Asian Women Basketball League.
Oh, I thank you this tournament. Thank you organizer for organizing in this tournament for the improve the Southeast of Asia athlete for the beat in Asian.
Of course. And it's obviously these games are here for you guys to tune your squad for the Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia in May, right?
Yes.
So thank you very much to Coach Pick here and Sasiporn. Congratulations on your win here and the champions title of the pre-SEA Games tune-ups. So we'll wrap it up here and we'll go to the next game. Don't go away. It's the Indonesia Elites taking on the Singapore Lions coming up next. Congratulations.